In this episode, we just left Seward, Alaska, and we're en route to Cooper Landing, where Bob hopes to do some fishing. From there, we're going to spend the day in Whittier. And after that, we'll be traveling to Palmer. Ted and Sandy really didn't want to go to Whittier, so they opted to go ahead of us. They will be checking in along the way. So this is that blasting area, right, where the roads close from 8 to 9 at night. Yeah. It's created all these cool little waterfalls. Sure it's not helping their job any.
Packing them in.
Wow.
He's the dynamite guy.
Huh.
He drills them and then he packs them.
Wow. And it looks like there's markings on the rocks for where the charges are going to be placed. Paint markings. Got all these little funnels in the ground.
You can see them.
They're red.
Oh, I see them now. They're all the way down. I thought they were on the mountain.
There were some in the mountain and then down on the ground. We're currently on Seward Highway, Highway 9. Drive through Moose Pass on our way to Cooper Landing. Moose Pass. Safety here. People must fly through here. Just beyond Moose Pass, we transition to the Sterling Highway, Highway 1. We pull off the highway at an overlook to make campground reservations since there's good cell service here. And I take the opportunity to take some photos of the rig and the surrounding area with the hopes of entering a couple of photo contests when we get back home. While I'm doing that, somebody pulls off the highway to take a closer look at the rig. We make our way to Cooper Creek Campground. First come, first served.
We got to go in and see, and then pay the fee.
Yeah, $23.
Occupied campsite, note number, and then return within 30 minutes.
There's one.
No parking, no boats, no tents. Okay.
After driving the loop, we find a nice campsite. Then we set up the rig and we make our way to Cooper Landing Brewing Company, where their motto is, that water, man. Glacier water. Drink like a fish. Drink local. We just had a swarm of birds in front of us. I wasn't quick enough to pick up the camera. Sharp. Bob's trying the blonde.
That's actually pretty good.
On to a card for one of you guys to keep that tab open, preferably one you're planning on not using for food.
Cooper Landing Brewing Company is a microbrewery located in the amazing community of Cooper Landing. They ask that you stop by and join them for some of Alaska's finest beers in one of the most beautiful places the world has to offer. They also have delicious food as well. Look like sweet potatoes. Located the firewood. We are all set. Welcome to Cooper Landing. We are at the tackle shop. Bob's getting the goods. Well, the salmon's not running yet. They're still waiting for them. They say they're up in Soldotna, working their way here. Not sure when they're gonna get here. It's July 11th. Haven't seen any salmon run yet. Not here, not in Anchorage, nowhere. Bob cast right in the tree. I think he was trying to avoid snagging me with his hook. Here's his lure. Not gonna catch anything up there. That's actually the weight. So Bob just caught this. Apparently that's what people fish off boats for salmon with. Pretty cool. He's gonna give her a try. What the heck is that? We come back from fishing and looks like fleas.
It does.
Dang, where's the borax? Dang, look at them all. That's not good. And here we're worried about mosquitoes. Thankfully, whatever they were, they didn't seem to affect the truck camper.
Found a stick right away?
Probably could have found one on that pile over there.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of sticks. Well, we didn't get much footage here, but it was a beautiful night. Campground in Cooper Landing. Bob did a little fishing yesterday. And yeah, this was a great sight. We thoroughly enjoyed it. On to the next one. Headed to Whittier. Quite a few campsites back here. $23 a night for a single campsite. They have double campsites as well. They're $32. Looking for garbage. Here's a pull through. Also called a double. And there's the garbage. Still no salmon run, and we didn't see a bear or a moose while here. Cooper Landing is located at the west end of Kenai Lake. It has a population of 263 people. It was named after Joseph Cooper, a miner who discovered gold here in 1894. I've only filmed this a million times. But it's so beautiful. I think that's just coffee. on the search for a Cooper Landing magnet. Maybe this will be the gem. We've stopped at a couple places now to no avail, but we'll see. Yay, looks like you got one. You go, Bob. Got one?
Success.
Woohoo! Sweet. Let's take a look. Ah, pretty cool. Land of the Midnight Sun, Cooper Landing. Sweet. And now to make our way to Whittier. We've been excited to check it out. Whittier, Alaska has captured our attention for some time. There are only two ways to get to Whittier, Alaska. One is through a one-way tunnel through the Chugach glacier-covered mountains. And the second option is by plane. But first, we enjoy the scenic drive from Cooper Landing to Whittier. In the meantime, Ted and Sandy sent us some photos of their time in Hatcher Pass. Set in the Talkeetna Mountains between the towns of Willow and Palmer, Hatcher Pass is a favorite local hotspot for recreation or scenic drive. You can hike in the alpine tundra. You can also visit Independence Mine Historical State Park. It's all about a 90-minute drive from Anchorage. We are heading into rain and fog. We're almost to Turnagain Arm. We're heading through a tunnel. I'd like to know what these arms are. Talking to the camera. If you happen to know what they are, please tell us in the comments. Can't see much of Portage Lake, but here she is. The toll to go into Whittier. Bob's paid already. He did it online.
Good morning.
I need to see the QR code. It has to have a QR code. Have you been through the tunnel before?
We could have paid here. I would have waited and paid here.
Right. Well, you got her done. That's what's important.
Yep.
Hi, folks.
Hey, folks, how's it going? We're going into Whittier, and you have to go through the tunnel. And the tunnel is shared with a train. So it's like every half hour it goes in. So it's on the hour out, half hour going in. And so I went online to buy the ticket because I had no idea that you could buy the ticket here. I would have waited and bought the ticket here. But when I bought it online, you could only buy it through Yodel. And you have to take a screenshot of the actual QR code, which I didn't do. I took a picture of the ticket itself, and that didn't work. I showed him the ticket, but without the QR code. So I paid the $38 here instead of trying to go back out, because we had no internet here. So instead of doing a U-turn and going back out, waiting for an hour or whatever, and I had no idea how far back out I would have to go to get internet. So I decided just to pay the $38 again. And
we'll see about getting a refund when we get on the other side and have self-service again. We'll give them a call.
Yeah, we'll give Yodel a call and see if they'll give us the refund. The lady at the toll booth said that we probably should, right, babe?
Yeah, she said absolutely call them and we should get a refund.
Right.
So when you have an RV, it's $38.
Nope. It depends on the size of your RV. If you're trailering a tag-along that's less than 30 feet, you can do a B1 pass. But if you're have a rig like us, it's over 12,000 pounds, regardless of whether you're towing or not, the vehicle is over 12,000 pounds, then you pay a B2 ticket, which is $38. It's $22 for a normal car or somebody just towing, a pickup truck towing a trailer. And as long as you're less than 75 feet, you should be fine. Yeah, for the B1. I went on and made sure I said, if I needed to be the B1, that's fine, but I just didn't want to get here and have any issues. So
yeah.
So we went ahead and got the B2 pass. But wait, listen, wait till you get here and buy the ticket at the toll booth.
Much easier.
Yeah, when you go online, I've been researching this for a week.
Yeah.
And I never saw where that they had a toll booth here. So
yeah.
So yeah, that was quite disappointing. But now I'll see if I can get it back. We'll see. See if I can get the 38 back from Yodel.
And we just don't want to miss this experience.
Yeah, I don't want to miss this opportunity to see. So in this town of Whittier, they all live in one building. So it's like a high rise, right, babe? Mm-hmm. A high rise building, and that's where all the residents of Whittier live. So it's the
town is in a high rise.
Yeah, so
the town of Whittier.
Pretty interesting, pretty unique. As much as research as we've done on it, yeah, it was. So should be interesting.
Yeah.
Angie will take some videos or pictures, of course.
Yeah.
That's old Mamarazzi, as our kids call her.
All right, guys. We'll keep you posted. God Squad. Here we go. It's important to arrive at least 10 minutes prior to tunnel opening. Cars are going through and we're last, I'm assuming. Arriving earlier isn't a waste. You can park in line, then get out of your car and soak in the scenery. Give yourself another 20 to 30 minutes to get through the tunnel. The drive is only 10 minutes, but the opening can be delayed or there can be a line before you enter. The tunnel to Whittier is named Anton Anderson Memorial Tunnel. It is the longest highway tunnel in North America and the first designed for -40 Fahrenheit temperatures and 150 mile-per-hour winds. This tunnel is 2.5 miles long and takes about 8 to 10 minutes to drive through. So we're going through the mountain, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Driving right on the train tracks. Whittier sits right on Prince William Sound. A lot of tour boats go out from there. It used to be an old Cold War Army post. You can do a guided walking tour. Or a self-guided walking tour. The buildings are 60 years old.
These are here mile markers.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're at 4.2 now.
So Bob said it takes about 10 minutes to get through this tunnel. You can't drive any faster than 25 miles an hour. You have to keep your headlights on at all times. It's about,
3 or 4 miles.
oh wow. So Bob says the tunnel's about 3 or 4 miles. Nope, only 2.5 miles long. Apparently the markers in the tunnel weren't mile markers. According to the milepost, the town of Whittier was named after the poet John Greenleaf Whittier. The community of Whittier is nestled at the base of mountains that line the Passage Canal, a fjord that extends eastward into Prince William Sound. Portage Pass Trail is that way. How cool is that? Passage Canal, also known as Portage Bay, Portage Arm, and Portage Canal, leads to a portage between Prince William Sound and the Cook Inlet. Whittier was created by the U.S. Army during World War II. There's the high-rise. City of Whittier. That's that building. As a port and petroleum delivery center. They have a grocery store in there, a post office, as well as medical facilities and city offices. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, right.
This is Whittier on a rainy day. There's the town. Formerly known as the Hodge Building, this building used to house the families of service members back when the Army post was active here. They're the old military buildings. There are several eateries, gift shops, bakery, and coffee shop here along the harbor. May as well see a little something. The inn at Whittier, up ahead, is quite beautiful. Fueling station. Prince William Sound, what you can see of it, all fogged over. We could probably drive over there, drive a loop and before we leave, right? Gotta open her up. Gotta use the facilities. Just a little wet out here. So this is only the second day of rain we've had.
Yeah.
So blessed. There's much to do in Whittier on a nice day. You can book a tour with ski-doos, kayaks, or a cruise through Prince William Sound. There's the condos.
What was this again?
That was the Army buildings in the Cold War. Some people believe the buildings to be haunted. It's supposed to be a sign on all the buildings for you to read the history. Due to the deep waters of the seaport, generally it doesn't freeze during the winter. We wait our turn. We wait for the cars to come in. And then the train.
Lots of passenger train, the Alaska train, the big whistleblower.
While in Hatcher Pass, Ted and Sandy take a tour of Independence Mine Historical Site, where at one time 206 workers and 16 families lived, and before the mine was closed, had recovered 140,000 ounces of gold.
This little Listina River, right before you get into Hatcher's Pass. Gorgeous.
Kind of cool. Here we go again. Rather than film the ride through the tunnel twice, I take the opportunity to enjoy the ride. If you follow our channel, you'll recognize that we have driven this route before.
Maybe the glacier's down there.
Yep. Can't see her in the fog. Forgot about this little tunnel. Been through once before. In order to drive to Palmer, we must drive along the Turnagain Arm again through Anchorage and across the Nick River. Ted and Sandy check in again. They share photos of visiting the alpaca farm and the reindeer farm while in Palmer. And one in Alaska. This is our site for the night at Fox Run. Our view for the night, amazing. Some delicious nachos for dinner. Yum. This is the life. Got this view and an amazing meal with my love.
Yep.
So I'm sure you guys can tell I'm a little under the weather, but nothing I can't kick. With this kind of scenery, who's got time to be sick? Nice night for a fire. Old-fashioned roasting stick.
What's that?
Old-fashioned roasting stick my honey made for me.
I'll help you up. I'm going to throw the rest of this wood on, babe, so you get a big fire, okay?
Okay. Thank you, babe.
Yep.
Perfection. Bob leaves to get firewood and comes with a buggy full. $20 worth. There's another one. Those magpies. Well, leaving on a rainy note, but we got this. As we end this episode, we continue our drive to Valdez, our next stop in our Alaska Found series. Join us next week for new adventures. And as always, thank you for watching. God bless and have a great day.